Hi, welcome to the Game Changers. Yesterday, we spoke about two scenarios, one a bullish one and one a bearish one. We had clear-cut boundaries on what is to be done and when not to take a trade. Come, we'll have a look at what's happened today and what we can expect for tomorrow. Chalo, let's see. Today has been a very dull kind of day. If you have a look at Bank Nifty on this chart, Bank Nifty has done nothing in terms of we had set our boundaries to this resistance level and to the breakdown below this low. So we have said something like this. You can have a look at yesterday's video or something like this. Break down convincingly, and then something. So we had discussed these two scenarios. What has happened today is none of these boundaries are breached, right? If none of these boundaries are breached, that means there is no valid setup. And because none of these boundaries are breached on a daily time frame, if you look at it, this is what we call an inside bar. A bar is inside the high and low of the previous candle. So that is why it is called an inside bar. Now, on a 3-minute time frame, there was no setup and no trade for the day because none of our boundaries, we had discussed this scenario clearly that if price action stays in between these two boundaries, we will just avoid, because imagine the amount of money being lost today. People must have tried to go long, short, everything, but nothing would have worked. So what has happened is there was no setup and we had discussed the scenario very clearly yesterday. Now, when we discuss such situations and the market is doing the same thing, then what we want to do is respect them. Respect our plan, respect what we're doing. Now for tomorrow is going to be an interesting day because today has become an inside day. But the inside day is quite a big range one. So it is important that this resistance remains crucial to us, right? And what we want on a 3-minute, let's go to a 3-minute chart. For a long setup, we want price to head up here, make a 3-minute pivot and then break. Sorry for the background noise. There is a slight background noise. We can't avoid it. It's from outside. So this is one setup for going long. And I don't want today's high just to be broken here, but I would want this resistance is here on this side to get broken and then a 3-minute pivot and then a breakout. Now if I look on an hourly chart, the trend is still down. It's making lower highs. Price is making lower highs. And lower lows. Because price is making lower highs and lower lows, the trend still remains down. So this is one scenario to go long, that is at the resistances for a reversal. But if there is a continuation, what I would want is simple. This rally from here, once 61.8% or the 50% of this region, this support region, once this starts breaking on the downside, once this starts breaking on the downside, then we would be okay with taking a short trade. Otherwise, and not necessary that I'll wait for a 3 minutes pivot. If it starts coming on the downside, I might just wait for a consolidation of some kind and then a breakdown. That is also fine. There's a difference between these two, right? In which you can clearly see by this diagram that I'm drawing. So now we have very well defined where we want to take a trade. That is in this area and somewhere in this area. This zone, right? Or just below this zone. Now, if price remains in the middle, what do? Nothing. Can you see how sticking to our plan has saved money today? It's very important that we do that because we've planned with a certain vision in mind as to what might happen. And if it's happening according to the plan, it's quite easy, right? The decision making becomes quite easy. Not a lot of decisions to be taken. So just follow your plan and see you tomorrow. Chalo, bye.